in Estero, Florida, which is South Florida. I'm in like workout gear. I was washing my car earlier with my son, so we made a mess, basically. The car barely got washed. We made a big mess. But I wanted to, gosh, I haven't come live for a while. One, because I've been out like at Ding Darling and doing all kinds of stuff. And all of a sudden I look up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't gone live in a while. I've still been kind of hosting events and doing some things. So, but here I am now tonight. So I have to share some things with you. I've been out at Ding Darling a lot. Ding Darling is a wildlife refuge. It's out on Sanibel. It's this wonderful preserved land where they get these amazing birds like this pelican, which I painted. I've been painting all kinds of birds that I see out there. This week I painted these two birds, which are the brown pelicans. I'm not quite done with this one yet, but this one's done. So I painted these brown pelicans. And then I've just been painting, just inspired by what I see out there, which is gorgeous. Everything is gorgeous. You get to see all these birds and their fun personalities and all of that. Oh, thanks, Mark. Happy Saturday to you as well. But yeah, so I've been painting on at Ding. I've been hosting some events. I just did for the Shadowwood Foundation. We raised $950,000 in one night. It was so fun to be part of that. Thanks, Sue Ann. Thank you. And I love your mom, Joan. I'm so sad that I missed her art show opening. Joan turned 90 years old and is a phenomenal artist, and I absolutely adore your mom and you. So I know that your art show opening, I know it went fantastic. So sorry I couldn't be there. But I want to show you guys something. So I am with a shirt company out of Orlando. It's called Designs Unlimited. And they created some sun shirts with my artwork, and I bought some of them. So you can actually buy them on my website now. If you go to buyrachelpierce.com, go to my store, and they're like UV protectant, antimicrobial. I think I'm saying that right. But here's one of my sea turtle paintings. But what I love, and I asked her if she would do this, and she's like, yeah, I can do that. So they wrap around. So here's the shirt. This is a large, and it wraps around to the back. So this is the front, and then this is the back, and it wraps around. So it's like on the side and everything. Super cute. I wore it out at Ding the other day, as my sun protector. I like to double up my shirt, so I wore it over another shirt. But I've been selling them like crazy. I only have this one left, and it's a large, but I can order more. So if you're interested, that's it. Hi, Ann. Oh my gosh, I mailed your shirt, girl. I mailed it. So you should be getting it soon if you didn't get it already. Did you get it already? Oh, you haven't gotten it yet. Darn. You'll get it soon. Oh, thanks, Barbara. I should be wearing the jewelry. I always wear your jewelry, Barbara. Barbara owns Eva Couture, which also I do a licensing agreement with. We have a partnership, and we do like my paintings and artwork on her stunning jewelry and their designs. And I'm so honored to be part of that. So Barbara, thank you for bringing me on that journey. And you can go to Barbara's website, evacouturestyle.com, or you can go to my website, buyrachelpierce.com. We have tons of my jewelry, her jewelry, our collaboration for sale there. So either way, great. Oh, thanks, Chuck. Thanks, Kathy. Wow, there's lots of people on tonight. Yay. So I actually have an employee now. So I'm super excited to announce that. And she's been adding things because I have so much products here at my house, like framed prints, matted prints, original artwork that I just haven't added to my site because I really haven't had time. So she's been great coming over, doing inventory for me and adding things to my site. So if you go to my store, my website, buyrachelpierce.com, there's all kinds of new additions and more to come in the next week because she's amazing and doing such a great job. I'm actually going to take this painting down. I'm going to work on a sea turtle painting that I thought I had finished, but I'm not I think I just need to zhuzh it up a little bit, if that's a word. My husband said that's not a word, but it is a word. So zhuzh it up means I'm going to make it a little bit better. It needs a little bit more contrast or something. So I'm going to pull this one over here. So I took part in Art Fest the other day. I wasn't actually in Art Fest. I was just outside of Art Fest in one of my friend's buildings, and at the Barney McFarland building, they're developers of Prima Luce. and they invited me in. And so it's kind of like on the way to Art Fest. It was so fantastic. So thank you everybody who came out to see me, who bought stuff. It was like a very, very successful Saturday and Sunday. It was so much fun. I was like painting live, like on the corner, and it was super cool. So, all right, let me see here. I'm like not prepared. I don't even have my normal painting tray. I have like an actual real painting thing here, which I never use, but I'll be using it today. So tonight I am using Blick Metallic Pearl. I love metallic paint because it looks like a normal color, but then when you see it in the sun or something, it kind of like glistens, it's a little shimmery. So this is a metallic paint. This is their studio level, so it's a level 4. I'm gonna use that. This guy just needs some contrast. I think I'm gonna add like another color, whether it's like orange or magenta. I just want another color. Oh, you guys can't see this on Instagram. Let me move it over here. Just needs, I can get it over there. There we go. Just needs like another color. So let me find, I'm gonna have to go back in my cupboard here. Oh yeah, so I'm starting to sell matted prints, which I sell to stores, but I haven't actually carried them myself. So like this one I just sold, so I'm gonna get this delivered. But it's just like one of my paintings, matted. I'm actually gonna throw it in the frame too. So yeah, isn't that cute? This is like an oil painting that I had done, and now it's in a print. I get them printed here in Fort Myers. I mat them myself. I use a matting company, and you know all that. All right, gotta find some paint. But I have this art residency at Ding. Oh, that was up here. And I'm out there all the time, meeting all kinds of really cool people. And I'm hoping that I'll meet all of you sometime. Oh, here's another painting I did out there. So I can bring this in. Okay, fit. So this is a big painting. It's kind of like an abstract painting. And then in the corner, I did mangroves. And then I did the mangrove cuckoo, which is a like very rare bird. It's out there, but it's hard to spot it. It's out at Ding Darling. And the mangrove cuckoo it's a cool bird. And they're just like really like, they make all kinds of like head movements, and they're fun to watch, but they have this long tail that has like these spots like on it, like these polka dots. And people love to see them out at Ding because it's kind of like a really special treat if you see them. So I was out there and painted one. So yay. Have you ever thought about doing placemats? Yeah, I'm thought about doing everything. My thing though is like I gotta find the right companies and suppliers, and I have to decide if I'm gonna be the one that manufactures it, or if I give my artwork and someone else manufactures it. So I'm just kind of like in the works for all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was on the mission to get some magenta paint, which I did not get yet. Let's see here. I'm so proud of myself. I organized my paints over here. So now I have like water-based oil, alkali paint, teal paint, a bit of green paint. Like, yeah. So this is red paint. This is what I'm looking for. Magenta. No, I want this one. Okay, maybe I'm not as organized as I thought. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Where did that go? I know I have like a million tubes of that. Huh. Oh, you know what it is? I have a whole bin of just metallic paint, and my metallic magenta was in the metallic bin. Oh, Anne, you're so sweet. You'll patiently wait. How many hours a day are you painting? Love Sanibel. So on Sanibel, I'm out there the first week and the third week each month, and I paint for like 3 hours out there. And then I paint a lot at my house, but I'm out there painting on Sanibel those 4 days a month doing that. I'm also hosting events for them. So like we're doing like a painting party thing for International Women's Day in March. So make sure that you sign up for Ding's website, because they have like all these signups where you can take part and like sign up for their stuff. Thanks, Justin. I appreciate that. I love the love. All right, so I'm going to add the sea turtle just to kind of give him a little bit more dimension. Might even do a little silver. I'm using Liquitex Heavy Body. Sometimes I like to use paints that are very opaque, and I like to use some that are kind of a little bit translucent to see the paint behind it. And you don't have to work so hard. You can get the right painting products, and then you don't have to work so hard, and the paint does the work for you. That's why when I do these, art journaling walks out at Dang, and we're just using pencil, and it's a lot of work because a pencil doesn't do much work for you. I mean, that's like basic stuff. So you really have to depend on your own skills. And I tell the class that I'm like, we're working hard for whatever. So I was telling them to just find a little niche, find something small and work on that. Where's one of my talents? Very disorganized tonight. I mainly just wanted to come to you guys. I just got a lot of kids squared away. And so I thought, I'll come live since I haven't done it in a while. And normally when I come to you guys live, I've like prepared a little bit at least, but not tonight. Sorry. Okay. It's another Blick product here. All right. So I'm just going to add in some of this purple here. Almost like if it's like the sun kind of coming in on it. I'm going to kind of just follow like what would be in the line of that turtle there. I'll come over here and do some of that here too. Yeah. You add another color, it adds in more shape and dimension. So I want to do a little bit. And he's got a little bit. Let's see. Oh, hey, Peggy. Oh my gosh, good to see you, girl. Good to see you on this Saturday night. My husband and I had this like great date planned for last night. We're going to go out in Sanibel, which we did. And I had to drop off some artwork for two different people. And I said, let's make a whole date of it and whatever. Well, as luck would have it, it was rainy, it was windy, it was cold. The place where we were going was outdoors. So we canceled and didn't work out quite as planned. But we still had a great night, I had my cousin watching the kids and but sometimes life just doesn't work out the way you want it to. So I'm basically kind of outlining this guy in some black here, just so that I can see more of his features and where his shell ends, where his fin begins, all of that. My girls and I we did a tea party today at our church. Oh, so sweet. It was such a blast. I didn't know what to expect, and we dressed up. The girls wore like these really cute, like evening gown, party dress type things, and we had so much fun. Well, I had some people on Instagram here. Just happy to watch you paint. You actually live. You're always so much fun to watch. Great. Thanks, Jen. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not looking so great tonight. I mean, I literally was washing a car with a 5-year-old, and so I'm kind of a mess tonight, but that's okay. Everything can't always be exactly the way you want it to be, right? Okay. Oh my goodness, all of our friends to the north, the east, and the west of us are really dealing with some terrible weather. Just unseasonably cold, snow. I mean, just crazy stuff. I'm really hoping for some relief for Texas. And I paint the sea turtle with the thoughts of what's been going on. Did you guys see those pictures out of Houston where the sea turtles were shocked in the water and they were all just they were just, the patrols were just scooping them up by the hundreds to save them because they weren't going to make it in the water because it was just so shockingly cold for them. And they literally were filling them in the backs of their trucks and just trying to get them to a warmer spot. And I'm so glad they were able to save so many of them. Oh, I mean, I know that we humans interfere with Mother Nature in a bad way a lot, but sometimes we interfere with Mother Nature in a good way, and we protect and save, especially the animals that are struggling to survive to begin with. So I was really happy to see the efforts being made there. Does your sister live in Texas? Yes. So I have a sister and a brother in Texas. I have a sister in Dallas, and I have a brother in Houston. My sister in Dallas is doing good. My brother in Houston is I can't believe what they're dealing with. Like literally bringing snow in and melting it to drink because there's no water. Their pipes are bursting. You can't leave your house. There's no help to come and get you. There's no power. I mean, it's like, it's dire. It's dire there. I mean, I can't help them out at all. Like I can barely even like get a hold of them. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I just ran all the way around. Yeah. Yeah. But, oh, but enough about the sad talk. Just trying to get some of this. Kind of do this sea turtle shell a little bit more, get a little bit more definition in there. My kids, I have one child at a friend's house, another one at a birthday party, one daughter's sleeping, and my son's in watching a movie with my husband. So that's how I was able to join all of you. So that's kind of fun. Oh, been getting caught up on orders. It's been great. I mean, I love getting so many orders in, but I need to get them done. Yeah. Everybody's doing well. I'll bring his eye seems a little out of proportion. Yeah. Because they're like, oh, you don't look at anything. And I'm like, no, I don't. But then sometimes I go back and I'm like, wow, I think my proportions are off or don't quite have that beak right. And then I have to go back and study the animal again and figure out where I went wrong. And sometimes what I have envisioned in my head isn't quite right. But that's okay. I just like having some good contrast so you can really tell where the fins are, where the feet are, where the flippers end. That was that ding this week. It was really windy out there. One day I had to cut short because it was just so windy. And then the next day I was going to go out on Wildlife Drive, which is kind of like the main spot. But I ended up going tucked away on a little boardwalk, which I got to meet a ton of people. It was really fun because people were, kind of walking down the boardwalk, which I was surrounded by snakes of all things. I think there was like 6 snakes I saw, no poisonous ones, but 6 snakes. And so it was me, the snakes, and visitors, and me painting. But I was nice and protected. It was a hot day, and it was like out in this back bay with the glistening water and birds coming in once in a while, and it was really fun. And the cool thing that they get out on Sanibel is I was on the mangrove overlook, and they have all these mangroves. They get crabs in the mangroves, like little crabs that are like, they're all over in the trees, and they're there all the time, but it's hard to see them because they're like the exact same color as the trees. So they just look like the knots on the trees or something, but cool. And a lot of times they'll stay in the same spot for a while. So if I spot one, I'll show visitors. I kind of feel like I've turned into like a ding ambassador. I mean, because I've learned so much about it being out there from the rangers, from other visitors, that I kind of feel like an expert. But if you're looking to get involved with Ding, they have an upcoming event called Jepper Ding. I'm going to be the host of it. It's a fundraiser for them. And you can sign up now to watch and, see what it's all about. So if you go to Ding's website, you can find out some more information about that. It'll be a lot of fun. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get this guy in here. A lot of times I like to do just a slight little black outline around that you can't really see, but kind of do, just to really separate it from the backdrop. Really so you can see the sea turtle. It's so faint, but it makes a difference. And sometimes I'll get a little water and I'll pull some of the darkness away so it almost kind of creates like a shadow behind whatever the subject is. Yeah. Water is such a powerful thing with paint. Oh, the snakes, I know. The snakes are like, they're not poisonous. They don't have any poisonous snakes out on the island, on Sanibel Island. But still, when I'm like painting, I'm like, oh, there's another snake. I don't know. I'm trying to be tough because I'm out at a wildlife refuge, All right. Okay. Got a lot of new orders from that art fest the other week. So I gotta get crack-a-lacking on those, which is fun. I have a mural that I'm going to be painting, which I'm excited. I'm going to do like a time lapse of it. I bought a new GoPro. My GoPro died, so I bought a new GoPro, brand new one. It's like wow, they really upped their technology in a couple of years. Much easier to use than my last one. So I'm going to get that. I'm going to do like a whole time lapse of me painting this 40-foot mural and bring that to you all. I got to get it done before rainy season. So I can't do it this next week. I'm out of town for a couple of days, and then I have some other stuff going on, but maybe the week after that. But I'll put together a whole video so you guys can like see it. Maybe I'll do like a live out there. That'd be kind of fun, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, and just to let you know, these are the kinds of questions I get asked when I'm at Ding Darling all the time is, where can we see your artwork? And great question. Love that question. I have tons of original artwork at Sunshine Seafood Wine Bar and Cafe out on Captiva. Latte Da on Captiva has a lot of my prints and coasters and wine stoppers. The Cedar Chest on Sanibel carries a lot of my jewelry, and they that way you can see it in person, and you can purchase it there. You can go to my website, byrachelpierce.com. You can go to Gulf Star Marina on Fort Myers Beach, which if you're going to go over the big bridge to Fort Myers Beach and there's dock fords, you actually, before you go over the bridge, you go underneath the bridge, and they're in the same parking lot as dock fords, and the marina store is open, and they sell everything of mine. My Tervis cups, my wine tumblers, my tons of original artwork, really big pieces, because it's a huge marina. So they have a ton of my really large pieces. They sell prints, framed prints, matted prints, jewelry. They have a lot of my jewelry there. I actually did some specialty jewelry just for them. So they have like my Merlin jewelry and sea turtles and Mahi. Yeah. And the Mahi stuff is really cool because it's like this super fun green. So love the painting you're working on. Oh, thanks, Kevin. Where will the mural be? Well, the mural is actually at a private residence. It's behind their house on their tennis courts. So yeah, I know there's some like cities that do some like public mural projects. I should probably get in on that action sometime too, right? That'd be kind of fun. But I also, if you're an interested buyer, I do private showings at my home studio. You can always reach out to me. I can arrange that. I've had multiple people come here over the last couple of weeks and just actually either whether they bought something on site like that or they gives them more ideas about what they want to order for their custom piece. So either way, I'm very accommodating. You just have to be able to like, sometimes my kids are here and so there's a lot of activity. Oh, thanks, Anne. Oh. I think this sea turtle, why I was having such a problem with it, it was just, I painted it too much like the backdrop. And I used too much of the same colors as the backdrop and it just wasn't popping like how I wanted it to. But now he is. When I add this like silver highlighting paint, it's very translucent, but when it hits the sun, it'll really have some extra like glimmer, which is kind of a fun, unexpected surprise. It's like not always there, but then there when it's the right lighting is just right. I'm actually going to do that black outline again too. Oh, I also got interviewed by Gulf Shore Life magazine, and I'm gonna be in their April issue. They sent a photographer over here, and so I'm really excited about that. They've all been so nice. Yeah. Let's see here. So sometimes too, when the paint's dry, I'll take like a lighter or darker color, really get my paintbrush like kind of wet with just a tiny bit of paint. And I kind of follow the shape of the direction and movement I'm trying to get the sea turtle to the illusion of where it's going. So this fin is kind of coming down like that, and I move the paint that way. A little darker down here. Yeah. Yeah, he's kind of like getting a little bit better here. He's got a little bit more dimension, a little bit more, definition. Okay. I'm going to let them go for elephants. All right. All right. I think I'm going to stop right there for now. Oh, thanks, Suzanne. I appreciate it. Well, I'm going to say bye to all of you on Instagram, and I'm going to say bye to all of you on Facebook. So Instagram, bye. Thanks for joining me. And now, all right. And I'm going to say bye to all of you. Have a wonderful Saturday night and also a wonderful Sunday and end to your weekend. But yeah, take care. Be well. Bye, everyone.